My name is Rick Davis, and today our guest is journalist and filmmaker Roshini Thinakaran. Roshini, welcome to Studio A.
Thanks so much, Rick.
Great to have you here. Please welcome Roshini Thinakaran. At some point, you made some sort of a transition, either in school or maybe after school, into this business of actually making documentary films. Tell me about how that happened.
I did some print. I wrote about recycling laws, which was actually quite fun. And it was for these two newsletters. And then after a year, I took a break, and I think I just took off to Spain. And I realized I really like traveling. I didn't travel that much. I mean, I went to Sri Lanka, I think, twice. That's where I was born. And I grew up in the Middle East for a few years. I interned at National Geographic, and I was a paid intern, and I was doing research for their international channel, which was an amazing job. I really liked it. It was a very fun and nurturing environment. And then a friend said, "I'm going to Iraq, do you want to come?" I'm like, sure. So I went to Iraq for a month, and it ended up being a 15-month thing.
It's amazing.
Yeah, where I helped to start a media company in Iraq, utilizing a lot of the local media that was there. I wanted to work on what I liked, which was war zones and how it impacts women. And then I get an email one day at work from one of my good friends, Lenny Williams at National Geographic, who used to be the manager of Emerging Explorers. And he said, "Congratulations, you've been selected as an emerging explorer as a filmmaker." And I'm like, what? Is this a solicitation for me to buy the magazine? I mean, I really thought that was it.
But you saw yourself as a journalist, not a filmmaker at that
Yeah,
point?
and so when I met with Lenny, I was like, this is amazing, because it's National Geographic, and they only select like 7 people every year, or 7 or 8. And I said, I don't think I'm a filmmaker. Can you put in journalist? And he's like, no, we had that last year.
Ah,
and
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we have a clip actually of some of your real filmmaking work here.
Is this Iraq?
This is Iraq. This is
This is the one that I just did, which is 42 minutes, and it was screened at the National Geographic All Roads Film Festival.
We have about a 1-minute trailer for this, so let's look at that, and then you can talk a little bit about how that was made.
We train these young ladies, we train soldiers to get them on the streets and get some control over this mess.
I start with the new Iraqi army from the beginning.
They said, this is a job for a man, a policeman, a soldier. That's a job for a man. Why are you giving it to a woman?
They are doing, the job of men. But I think they have faced a lot of problems.
I wasn't really prepared for the significant stiff arm that these women went into.
The terrorists, you don't know who are they. Your neighbor, your friends, you don't know.
It looked like maybe we were trying to change all the culture overnight.